there have been different times in history where people have done almost the unspeakable to survive. Anything, whatever it takes to survive. Life is life, right? So there was a group in various times of the one that I am thinking of. First of all, is the Donner Party around the period of the gold rush. 1849, going out to the West Coast to find the gold and all kinds of things like that, right? So there was actually another group that went through a different type of situation. So the Donner Party, if you guys don't know about that, you can research it and watch that super creepy video on YouTube about the Donner Party. But pretty much what happened is they got caught up in some weather with a lack of resources. They ran out of resources, but they still had people. Still had people frozen in the cold snow. And once you run out of food, I guess the next best thing is the cattle. And then once the cattle are eaten up, then yeah. All right, so there's another group. This is a group a lot later. This is a long time later. This is in about 1970s. A group of rugby players crashed in the Andes Mountains. All right, and you guys can also watch videos of that on YouTube. Anyways, this is from, I think, the book I Had to Survive by Dr. Roberto Canessa and Pablo Versi. I'm butchering these names. I can tell you that right now. All right. So this is from the book. This is a quote. We would have to walk 35 miles through a mountain range at temperature of minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit with the lethal Andean winds blistering our skin and without appropriate clothing, gear, nutrition, or knowledge of the terrain. That is will to live, my friends. Like, would I walk 20 miles to survive over here? Would I do it? These guys walked amazing, simply amazing. So I watched some of the testimonials and a little bit of the documentary on these guys. And out of, I think, many of the people that are on the flight, there was maybe like a baker's dozen that made out their life. Don't quote me on those numbers. But some of the survivors had things that they had to say, life lessons that they learned from this very harrowing and tragic experience, from losing family members, friends, family, things like that. All right, so this is a question that was posed to one of the survivors. It said, important lesson you learned on the mountain is what the survivor said, that if you have sleep, water to drink, and decent food, you are lucky. Don't wait for your plane to crash to realize how lucky you are. Be more grateful for life. You can wait for the helicopter, but don't wait too long. In life, there is a moment to wait and see what happens, but there is also a moment to get active. Walk out and search for your own helicopter. Otherwise, you will, and then I cut off with my screenshot, but otherwise you'll probably die. Because without walking, he couldn't have found the person to get the helicopter, right? So that's one testimony. Another one is another one from a survivor. I think this question is posed like, how did you make it? How are you able to go this long distance? And this survivor said, because I was lucky and because I always go step by step. So he broke down the 35 miles into step by step. Easy to go step by step, harder to do the 35 miles. So he broke down this big thing into a small. Anyways, he said step by step, I didn't look at the mountain. There was always something to do, and I am very active. I also wasn't seriously injured. I nearly gave up when the avalanche struck us. But when one of the other boys said, Roberto, how lucky you are that you can walk for all of us, that was like a heroic infusion into my heart. He had broken legs, but I could walk. My mission was not to think what was better for me, but what was better for the group. It's thinking for someone other than himself. I almost love it so much that I hate it. But you know that famous phrase that I'm doing something bigger than myself? That's in the flesh. That is what it is right there. All right. And then the last quote that I want to share right here, that is just like, it's like, so why did you guys survive? Why were you the one that made it off the mountain? And I think that's a question, and this is the answer right here. Different stories of survival. Personally, I believe This was a kind of experiment by a malicious hand that decided to throw onto the mountain a group of young rugby players, university students with education and a belief in God. Ideal guinea pigs for an experiment in human behavior. Who survived? It wasn't the smartest, most intelligent ones. The ones who survived were the ones who felt the joy of living. That gave them a reason to survive. Let me just read that last part again. The ones who survived were the ones who most felt the joy of living. That gave them a reason to survive. Guys, find joy in living. Find that gratitude. Chris Voss, the FBI negotiator, tells us that if we share gratitude, it helps our minds get into a positive state. And what happens when our minds are in a positive state? When our minds are in a positive state, it makes our brains 31% more likely to make better decisions. And I think better decisions is the best decision. Comment, like, subscribe, and everybody wants to go to heaven. God bless. Click that notification bell for all kinds of notifications. You can customize it if you don't want to see my videos every day. All right? Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.